Wait up, y'all. Wait up, wait up. Happy New Year. Because it's now January 1st, 2025. Well, when y'all see this, it will be. Right now, it's still 9:23 New Year's Eve. But, I got to stay up. And this man that I call a genius, I truly believe Dame Dash is a genius. No shade at all. But when he started going in on Memphis Bleek, I'm like, but wait a minute. I could have swore I remembered Memphis Bleek making a statement about Dame. And so Dame went into this whole thing that I saw on the Art of Dialogue where he was like, and I figured everybody knew that Jay Ghost wrote for Memphis Bleek or for Bleek. And he was like, well, I figured since he was doing all this talking, I could talk. Basically, he claimed it wasn't a tit for tat, but part of me was like, this feel like a tit for tat moment that all of a sudden now we're saying Jay wrote for Bleek. Jay don't even write for herself. What? I mean, I've heard, I mean, like, he don't write it down. And, like, allegedly, they say Jay steals from other people. So, how are you allegedly stealing from people but writing somebody else good music? Alright, so basically, I want Bleek's whole response to everything I'm about to let y'all hear from the Art of Dialogue, rather than read the article, is he wilding right now, bro. Because a fan asked him on Twitter, X, whatever it's called, about the whole Jay-Z ghostwriting for him. He said, you're wilding right now. And this is what Dame had to say about that.
On the intro, and it was a rumor around that album that was Jay's final album. So it looked like Jay had it all laid out for him to blow up.
I mean, I don't think Bleek wanted to take over. I don't think he had the ability to, Jay was writing a lot of his rhymes. So if Jay retired, that meant he was out of business as well. You know what I'm saying? Like that, Jay couldn't. If he's still making records, Jay can't retire. Jay was writing his record. Ask Bleek about it, But that was just Bleek. Put it like this: I could understand.
Somebody asked Bleek, and he said that when Bleek was asked, he said Dame is wilding, and I don't get it, because he still they said that he was trying, that they thought that the volume, the one he did retire, because remember he did retire twice, I think. It was supposed to be the Black album. They didn't even mention the Black album during this whole thing, but the Black album was supposed to be his retire album. Then he came back with Encore. But okay, let's finish.
Saying Bleek's loyalty to Jay because he had Jay as a ghostwriter.
So that's why he was loyal.
Bleek was like someone that I had to I remember with Bleek, he was supposed to get on the first side, the A side of a Clue record was a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And we got him real estate on a Clue record, A side privilege. And he was like, I didn't feel like writing a rap, or couldn't at the time. And I had to make the decision to bench him. You know what I'm saying? I made the decision, he could sit down, because I'm not putting our money into that. He's not going to fight. I'm not fighting harder for him than he fights for himself. So there's always been, I've always had to push Bleek to put an album out, or, it's I don't know. I personally think I wanted more for Bleek than Bleek wanted for himself.
And that's the problem.
I would argue with him about, do your own show and do your own. That was our argument. This is what we was always arguing about. Stop depending on this dude to do everything for you. You got to do it on your own. You don't want to be 40 years old just doing interviews, talking about him all day as a business model, and you're still working, you still got to move when he say so. That's not what I would consider, the perfect life that I would want to work toward. And he had me out. Like I took Bleek to Europe with me. You know what I'm saying? Like so he could. I always wanted Bleek to do well. I consider him a little brother. I love him to death. Pause. I love him all. I ain't got no problems with Bleek. But
He love him, but now you want to out the fact that Jay-Z allegedly wrote his rhymes for him. And yes, folks, I'm saying allegedly because it's social media around, right? These are social media times. And social media times to me mean you can do anything and say anything to stay relevant. Long as you stay relevant, you still popping. This man is showing his genius that's right in front of us. A lot of them do it. In order to stay relevant, you go viral.
back then, I wish that he wanted it. I don't think he wanted. He definitely didn't want to take over Rockefeller. That's not what he wanted. It's too much responsibility.
So you was trying to help him be more independent. You wasn't trying to get him away from Jay.
No, I never tried. That wasn't what I was doing. I was like, yo, stop performing in his show. I was like, open up for him and do your own show. You understand what I mean? I was like, you don't have to always be up under this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could do it. I wanted him to do it on his own. I wanted like how Cam had Dipset and Beanie had State Property. He was supposed to have, I think, Get Low, but ask Get Low about what happened. It wasn't my fault, but I was ready to make him a vice president. He just had to get his label together. He just, couldn't do it for himself. I ain't gonna do it for somebody else.
Right. Yeah, I had no idea that Jay was writing for him.
I probably shouldn't have said that, but he's been talking about me lately, so I didn't care. I didn't think it was a secret, but if he has the nerve to talk about my business, then I don't have a problem. Not to say like tit for tat. I didn't know that I could.
Now there you have it, folks. There you have it. That's why he told.
I remember when I said it, I was like, I wonder if that was still a secret. I just thought everybody knew. But I felt like he was so comfortable saying that, he must know, everybody must know. Because he was saying certain things like I had no motion or something. I couldn't believe he did that. He says things sometimes that bug me out. But again, it's like I can tell when somebody's telling him to say stuff because I know Bleek. But this is also somebody that I saved. Like, he was getting robbed by his own people. They had his publishing. They had his, they had his publishing. It's the watch.
Okay, then he rambles about his iPhone, his watch going off or whatever. But what does that sound like to y'all? I do really want y'all to go to the Art of Dialogue and watch his whole interview. I mean, I just watched bits and pieces like the one he talked about Leah and Jay-Z and then this right here. I want y'all to go to the Art of Dialogue on YouTube and watch the whole thing. What is your opinion right now even on that? My opinion, that's definitely tit for tat. Because you say, since he's saying all this, you bringing up the fact that since he's talking, you think he said something about, oh yeah, BTW, Jay-Z used to write my rhymes for me. Do you really think that man, you would have heard, social media period, you'd have heard if anybody said anything about that. But that's all I have for y'all right now. Like I said, go check out the Art Dialogue if you made it this far and you like it. You feeling my vibe. Like, share, follow, and this is going to be YouTube. Subscribe. And just like water in the sun, I'm out of here, coach.